Okay, now in this class, we solve numerical problems which are the previous question papers based on diodes only. Okay, now take the first one. The circuit shown in figure contains two diodes each with a forward resistance 50 ohm and infinite backward resistance if the battery voltage 6 volt is 6 volt, current through 100 ohm resistance is and the given circuit is like this. This is 150, this is 50 and this is 100. Diode D1, diode D2 and this is 6 volt, this is plus and this is minus. Okay, so this is the circuit given, and from this circuit two diodes each with forward resistance 50 ohm, infinite backward resistance, battery voltage is 6 volt, current through. That means we have to find the current through this resistance 100 ohm. Okay, now this battery positive terminal is connected like this. So this is P and this is N. So this diode D1 is connected to P1 is connected to positive. So this diode is in forward bias, whereas this diode is in reverse bias. So in reverse bias the resistance is infinity, given that the resistance is infinity in reverse bias. So now the forward resistance is given as 50 ohm. That means this diode is in forward bias, so that it offers a resistance 50 ohm. So now there is no current through this resistance and through this diode also. So now this circuit changes to like this. Now this diode has a resistance of 550 ohm like this, a 150 ohm. So this, now they can replace this to this. So this diode resistance, that is D resistance, is 50 and here it is 150, here it is 100. Now all these three are in series. So the equivalent resistance 6 volt is here. Now the equivalent resistance of this is 50 plus 150 plus 100. 50 plus 150 plus 100. That is 300 ohm. Now current is equal to 6 volt by total equivalent resistance, that is 300. That is 1 by 50. That is 1 by 5 into 10. That is 0.02 ampere. Now the second one. The forward biased diode connection is now out of these connections, which diode is in forward bias? You have to see. Forward biasing means connecting P type to positive terminal of the battery and N type to negative terminal of the battery. We will say it is a forward bias. But actually positive terminal means it is at higher potential, negative terminal means lower potential. So whenever in this type of problems, you have to consider that this P type is connected to higher potential. You have to remember like this. And N type is connected to lower potential. Then only we will say it is forward bias. Okay, if P type is lower potential and N type is higher potential, then it is reverse bias. So now you see this. This is +2. P type is connected to +2 volt and N type is connected to -2 volts. So this is in forward bias. Okay, this is in forward bias. Now both are at the same potential. So this is nothing biased. And this P type is +2 volt, N type is +4 volt. That means N type is connected to higher potential. So this is reverse bias. So it is not in forward bias. And in this case, P type is connected to minus and N type is connected to plus. So this is also in reverse bias. So the answer for this one is this one. Okay. In this type of problems, you have to remember like this. If P type is higher potential and N type is towards the lower potential, then it is forward bias. If P type is lower potential and N type is higher potential, then it is reverse bias. Now we will see another one also for reverse bias. Which diode is reverse biased? Now in this case, now this is means this is grounded. Grounded means zero potential. So this diode is, this is minus 10 and this is 0. So 0 is greater than minus 10. That means this is forward bias because this is high and this is low, because 0 is greater than minus 10. So greater potential is towards this P type. So this is forward bias. Okay. Now if you consider this one, this is 0 potential 0 volt and this is 5 volt, and negative N type is connected to higher potential, P type is connected to lower potential. So this is reverse bias. Now this is plus 10 and this is plus 5. So this is plus 10 is connected to positive terminal and negative terminal is connected to plus 5. That means negative terminal is at lower potential. So this is forward bias. So this is high and this is low. So now in this case, this is minus 5 and this is minus 12. So minus 5 is at higher potential compared to minus 12. So, and minus 5 is connected to P type. So this is high and this is low. So this is also in forward bias. So the answer is this one. Now the fourth one. What is the current flowing through the circuit if the diodes are ideal? Okay. Now calculate the current flowing through this circuit, given that these diodes D1 and D2, this is D2 and this is D1, given that these diodes are ideal. Ideal diode means in forward bias resistance is 0, in reverse bias resistance is infinity. This is the conditions for ideal diode. So for ideal diode, in forward bias it offers 0 resistance and in reverse bias it offers infinite resistance. Now by observing this, this is the plus terminal. Positive terminal is connected to P type of D2, where it positive terminal is connected to N type of D1. So from this circuit, D2 is forward bias and D1 is reverse bias. So this resistance is 0 and this resistance is infinity. So we can consider like this, R2 and R1. R2 is equal to 0. Now this diode D1 is in reverse bias, means current won't flow through this 3 ohm resistance. So we can replace this circuit by another like this, 2 ohm and 0 resistance means nothing to write here, and here it is a 4 ohm like this, 12 volt 4 and 2. So the total resistance is 6. R is equal to 6 ohm and V is equal to 12 volt. So current I is equal to 12 divided by 6, that is 2 ampere. Next, fifth one, a 2 volt battery is connected across A and B as shown in figure. The value of current supplied by the battery when in one case when in one case the battery positive terminal is connected to A and in another case positive terminal is connected to B respectively. Okay, so this is the circuit given. So a 2 volt battery is connected such that 2 volt battery is connected across A and B like this. A and B. Okay, connected across AB as shown in figure. The value of current supplied by the battery when in one case battery positive terminal is connected to A and in another case battery terminal is connected to B. Now if a 2 volt battery is connected like this, A is positive and B is negative, what is the current in this circuit? When B is negative, A is negative, B is positive, what is the amount of current in this circuit? Now we can write like this: if A is positive and B is negative 2 volt, the first case. So in this case we get, if A is positive means this P is connected to plus and this N is connected to plus. So D2 is reverse bias, D1 is forward bias. Okay, first case, when A is positive, D1 is forward bias, D2 is reverse bias. So it offers zero resistance, it offers infinite resistance. So the circuit is, so the resistance is then the resistance R is equal to 5 ohm only and voltage is 2 volt. So the current I is equal to 2 divided by 5, that is 0.4 volt ampere. Now second case, when A is negative. So when A is negative means this is negative, this is positive. D1 is reverse biased, D2 is forward biased. D1 is reverse biased, D2 is forward bias. So it offers zero resistance, it offers zero resistance, it offers infinite resistance. So in this case, this is not, current won't flow across this, so the resistance becomes 10 ohm. So in this case, R is equal to 10 ohm, V is equal to 2 volt. So current I is equal to 2 by 10, that is 0.2 ampere. Now the sixth one, the potential difference between A and B volt, 10 kilo ohm, 10 kilo ohm, 10 kilo ohm, this is A and this is B. This is the given circuit. Now the potential difference across A and B. So now the circuit is like this. So between A and B, this is 10 kilo ohm, and it is in connection to this 10 kilo ohm, these two are parallel because these two are parallel connections. This total circuit is parallel to 10 kilo. But by this plus positive terminal is connected to this P type, this diode is in forward bias. So it offers zero resistance. So we can simply say between A and B, the equivalent resistance is 10 kilo ohm parallel to 10 kilo ohm. So we can write like this. Equivalent resistance across AB is equal to 10 into 10 by 10 plus 10. This is parallel connection. So that is 10 into 10 by 20, that is 5 ohm, that is 5 kilo ohm. Now this AB is in series, that means between AB the equivalent resistance is 5 ohm, and this 5 ohm is in series with this 10 kilo ohm. So total resistance of the circuit is equal to 10 plus 5 kilo ohm, that is 15 kilo ohm. Now current through this circuit is, current I is equal to 30 divided by 15, total voltage by total resistance, that is 2 ampere. That means 2 ampere current is flowing across this, but it is here divided into two parts. But these two are equal, 10 kilo ohm, 10 kilo ohm. That means it splits, current also divides into two equal parts. So current through this is, if you take it as IAB, so current through AB is equal to 1 ampere. Now potential difference across AB, VAB is equal to current IAB into resistance across this 10 kilo, that is 1 into 10, that is 10 volt. Now the seventh one, the value needed, the value of RS needed in DC voltage regulator circuit as shown in figure. As shown in figure. V input, and this is RS, this is RL, and voltage across this load resistance is V output. VL. And current through this is IL, and current through this is NIL. Now, what is the value of RS from this circuit? Okay. Now, this is parallel to this, and that across this is VL. That means IL RL is the VL. Okay. That means voltage across this GNR diode is also VL. So, total applying Kirchhoff's laws to total this one. Okay, we can get V input is equal to VRS or VS. What we get the series resistance, we can take it as VS plus VL. So VS, voltage across this series resistance, is equal to V input minus V load resistance. But across this voltage, suppose if I is the total current like this, so IRS is equal to, we can write VI minus VL. Okay. If total rest current is I, and that splits into IL plus NIL. So total current I is equal to IL plus NIL. So substituting here, IL plus NIL into RS is equal to V input minus V load resistance. So RS is equal to V in minus VL by IL plus NIL. So taking IL as common. So VI minus VL by IL into 1 plus N. So that is the value required for the voltage regulation. Now the last one, eighth one. If the current in the diode is 5 times that in RL, and the breakdown voltage is, and the breakdown voltage is 6 volt, find R. So the given circuit is like this. Okay, this is the circuit given. Now assume that the current through this load is IL and the current through this diode is 5 times that of IL, so 5 IL. So the current through this one is, if you assume that I, then I is equal to 5L plus IL. So from that we can write I is equal to 5IL plus IL, that is 6IL. So you remember that. From that means applying Kirchhoff junction law here. Now the total voltage across, because this diode is parallel to this load resistance, so its breakdown voltage is given as 6 volt. So from the Kirchhoff's second law we can write 30 is equal to IR plus this 6 volt. So IR is equal to 30 minus 6. So R is equal to 30 minus 6 by I. Okay, but I is equal to, we derived that 6L. So this equal to 30 minus 6 by 6 IL, that is 24 by 6 IL. So cancel out this 4, that is 4 by IL. But how we can calculate IL? From this, as breakdown voltage is 6 volt, which is parallel to this 1 kilo ohm. So voltage across the load is 6 volt. Therefore IL RL is equal to 6 volt. So IL is equal to 6 by RL, that is, here it is 1 kilo, that is 6 by 10 to the power 3, that is 6 into 10 power minus 3. Now substituting here again, so R is equal to 4 divided by this 6 into 10 to the power minus 3, that is 4 by 6 into 10 cube, that is 2 by 3, that is 2 by 3 into 1000, that is 2 by 3 K or 2000 by 3 ohm. This is the resistance required for regulation.